Hello everyone, it's your boy Nathan Vasa, and today I watched the new Superman film. So right now I'm going to give you my spoiler-free thoughts on the movie, which means if you haven't seen it already and you want a thoughts on video, this is the video to watch. And yeah guys, I'm going to let you guys know whether or not if it's worth watching or not. So make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, overall I'd say Superman's a pretty good film that deserves a watch. Out of all the DC films that came out in the past 5 to 10 years, I'd say it's one of the best ones. The only film that I think is better than this new Superman film is the 2022 Batman movie that came out 3 years ago. But besides that, this film is really good. It's really solid. I really like the cast. Everyone is cast perfectly. I really like David Cornsweet as Superman. I like Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is really good in this film. I don't have a problem with the cast. I think everyone's cast pretty perfectly. The actual action and the visuals of this movie are incredible. They're so bright and colorful, and even the action sequences are crazy. They do a lot of 360 camera angles, and it's just a lot of movement. It's really interesting and fun to watch. So this movie has so much replay value just based on that alone. The pacing too is also pretty snappy. I think it also helps because it's Superman and not some unknown entity. Like, we already know about Superman and his origin story. He's one of the biggest pop culture icons ever. So them just jumping straight into his third year as Superman was also a wise choice. And it also makes the film feel super snappy, like I said. It gets to point A to point B super fast. And it's a 2-hour film too. And it really doesn't feel like a 2-hour film. So the pacing, it might be too fast for some people, but for someone like me who's used to watching comic book films, it really wasn't that big of an issue. This film felt faster than Deadpool and Wolverine, and that's saying a lot because Deadpool and Wolverine felt pretty snappy too. This is one of those films where I actually do feel like a second watch might be beneficial, just because, like I said, it's pretty fast-paced. And also, I didn't really leave the theater thinking that was super mind-blowing, and I felt like not necessarily something was off, but maybe I'll pick up on more things. I remember when I watched the Batman movie, and when I watched that Robert Pattinson Batman film, I was blown away the first time I watched it. But this more recent watch that I did, I was even more blown away because I picked up on things from this watch that I didn't pick up on the other watches. So I feel like when it comes to Superman, especially because of how fast-paced it is, I feel like a second watch might be necessary, just because I can pick up on more things I hadn't when I initially watched it. For those of you that might not watch this because it's too woke, for that I gotta say, just watch the film if you're excited for it. It's a superhero film, alright? If you treat it as a comic book film and nothing more, then it's not gonna be a problem. But if you treat it as some political propaganda that is sent as a message towards US consumers and everyone else, then yeah, you're gonna have a problem with it, even though that's not the main intent of what the film is supposed to be. You could tell that this movie was made by people that care a lot about the source material, and this movie doesn't really feel too political. And I feel like I said, people are just looking into it too much. It's not that big of a deal. If you're into the source material, if you're into the comics, this film actually will be really good for you. I do think that a lot of comic book fans will enjoy this film if you don't look at it as some woke piece of propaganda that the media is trying to tell you. It's a great film. I really liked it. My final verdict of Superman is an 8 out of 10. Is it perfect? No. But is it a really fun watch, and would I be down to watch it again? Yeah, I really liked it. It was a great film. You know, that's all I gotta say about Superman. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. It's been your boy Nathan Vasa. I'm out. Peace.